Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I am Jason, the main and only character in Jason Wright songs so far. And today I'm going to be telling you an idea I had for a really interesting manga slash anime production thing. So if you are familiar with the anime Bungo Stray Dogs, I think you'll like this. So basically, So the idea of Bungo Stray Dogs is that it grabs a lot of dead authors and it brings them to life inside this universe to interact with each other, and it takes their projects and makes it into their abilities, and it uses actual lore from the real world and puts that into the characters, and I think that's really amazing. Now, an absolutely horrible idea. And my pitch here, if anyone wants to take this, go ahead. I doubt that any of you will, but, might as well say that. Is to grab real life American and I think some non-American serial killers and put them in the real world. For example, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, the Zodiac Killer, Jack the Ripper, Ed Gein, Pogo the Clown, whoever that guy was. Yeah, I think it would be a really cool idea because, it's a very controversial idea because, that would be undermining the victims of the actual stories. However, I feel like there's worse things that you could do with serial killers, and you could also put in a few musicians just because. Now, you might be asking, Jason, why do you have this idea? Where did you get this? Well, I used to have a friend named JJ, and JJ and I created this universe together because we were bored and we both had a mutual fascination with morbid topics like serial killers, and I think that he was actually just going to be a serial killer when he grew up. I'm no longer in contact with him, so he went to juvie for stealing from his abusive mother, so that sucks for him, but yeah, I'm no longer in contact with him. Anyway, so what I have so far is that Jeffrey Dahmer has this ability that allows him to, mimic other people's abilities by consuming a part of their flesh or just a part of their body. It can stem from pieces of hair to pieces of skin, bone, teeth, eyes, whole limbs, appendages, maybe clothes if he can get it into an awakened state. Everyone else I'm not entirely sure about, but I was able to convince JJ to allow me to put in a few musicians because I was really into the underground rap group Spider Gang at the time. So I put them in. No, I did not ask them before, and I'm not explaining it to them. I feel like Teenage Disaster Thorn Baker would be extremely fine with having his character be put into a world of serial killers. Everyone else, I don't know. I also apart from Spider Gang, I also took upon the liberty to add Harry Styles, who just does the peace sign and says, "I'm Harry Styles." No, he says, "What's up? I'm Harry Styles," or whatever he said in the real world at one time. And when he says it, he dies every single time, and insofar he's the only character in the verse with the ability to bring himself back to life. I also added Alex G, who is a Midwestern emo artist. Tommy Reagan, who is a Midwestern emo artist. And I think that was probably the only other. Oh, and Alec Benjamin, who I don't think is a Midwestern emo artist, but he's still an artist who makes some pretty interesting songs. There's a whole lot of lore that I created. I'm not gonna. How long is this video? 5 minutes. I am not going to explain all of that right now. But I will say that Lil Darky, so the lore I have right now is that they're just there, and whether they know that it's odd for them to be there, I haven't decided yet or not. Because in Bungo Stray Dogs, they don't, to my knowledge, because I haven't seen the entire series, I just know bits and pieces, they don't care that they're there, and they don't know that like they're real people. So I might do something. Well, I don't know when we release this. I probably am not, but I might do something similar with the other characters in the verse that I've created, just to make sure that they don't know and that's just normal for them to be there. For Little Darky, so what I've gotten so far is that there are two leaders of these two big criminal organizations. The first leader is Jack the Ripper. He's the leader of like a serial killing organization, and then Lil Darky is the leader of a criminal organization called Spider Gang. If you didn't know, which you probably didn't, most of you, my favorite, one of my favorite musicians of all time is actually Teenage Disaster. So, obviously I'm a bit biased when I'm making this, but it doesn't matter. Teenage Disaster is genuinely one of my favorite artists. I really do like his stuff. He did a lot of, what's so amazing about him is that his music has lore, and in it he talks about, killing his girlfriend and being just like a horrible person, but in the real world, he's such a sweetheart. He's so nice, and I find that really funny and like honestly just amazing, because I feel the same way. I've made characters. I plan to be an author and a comic writer with a few of my friends working on the same university. Actually, I'm actually working on multiple universities. But I made characters that are absolutely horrendous, like genuinely horrible creatures of the night. And I'd say I'm not, I'd say I'm a pretty nice guy. I'd say that anyone that knows me would hopefully agree. I used to be a worse person back in middle school, which most people don't understand the entire extent of that. I used to do drugs, and I remember even handing a knife to one of my friends who was experiencing ideations of something that you should not have a knife in your hand while experiencing. I did apologize to that friend, but it's still not a good thing that I did, obviously. But here's 8 minutes. 5, 6, 7, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't make any sense. Three minutes. Okay, it's been 3 minutes since I last checked. It has been 4 minutes since I last checked. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for listening to my awful and extremely controversial pitch for anime.